Looking
So,
forward to it.
are either you ungated in DVD um, or anything like that?
I'm not.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. So the one that I know a lot of people are using in a mastermind that I'm in is Alliance Entertainment. I
Okay.
personally have not used it yet, but I do know that they are willing to work with Amazon sellers.
Okay.
So um, now, as you saw, Matt,
Yeah.
with Haynes, and me and Levi haven't talked about it yet. So, I mean, I don't always tell people that I'm an Amazon seller by any means.
Mm,
I just say, hey, I own a business looking to sell.
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. That's kind
Okay.
of what I like to do. So
That's-
they're in
that's-
Shepherdsville, which is really close to Amazon.
Um,
Yeah.
okay. What's that say up there? E.
Alliance Entertainment. It's AENT.com. And probably what I'll do is just add you guys into this Ungating
Okay.
thing that I have here.
Okay. Are you going to be updating that too as well, or?
Yeah, I update it.
Okay.
I'll just make it to where you guys can view it.
Okay.
And I've got more than this right here. I've got several things written down here on my sheet in front of me.
All right.
If Matt kind of already knows, I got a really conversational style. So if you got any questions, Levi, just stop me.
Okay. So far, I'm good.
So, any questions about AENT or Alliance Entertainment, whatever you want to call it?
No, is this one pretty easy just to go to and just.
I assume, like I said, I haven't used them yet, but I do know several Amazon sellers in the mastermind that I'm in have used it.
Okay, sweet. All right.
So what their requirements are, I have no idea.
Okay.
Are you ungated in DVT?
I was with my old account. I just don't do enough of it to really be that worried about it. I haven't chose to do it yet.
How
Okay.
So
is it good?
Um,
Is it good margins on there doing DVDs?
can be if you can find the stuff.
Uh-huh.
So there's a place called V Stock. I don't know if they're down like through Colorado, or they're in Colorado, Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas.
Okay.
You can find a lot of stuff through them. But I just it's, I mean, not enough for me, really. Some people will sell from like Goodwill and places like that, but
Yeah.
I think that's just asking to get your account shut off, personally, and I'm really adverse to that after losing an account already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be better off selling that kind of stuff on eBay though.
Yeah, especially
Used
Goodwill stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, with my old account though, I mean, I sold thousands of DVDs and bought a lot of them from B Stock.
Okay.
But also bought stuff from Goodwill, Salvation Army. I mean, you find some just crazy stuff
Yeah.
in Salvation Army and Goodwill. There's more than one time I found a DVD that was worth over $200
Wow.
and sold it fast. So it's kind of one of those things you just got to assess if it's worth the risk. For you, Levi, it might be with your setup. But yeah, I mean, I just have chosen not to do it
Yeah.
with this new account yet. So neither one of you are ungated in Lego, right?
Correct.
I am.
You are, Matt? Okay, so I'll just cover this real quick. So Lego.com, you can get a brick separator, I think it's called. You can literally just go buy the cheapest thing you can get.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. I used a brick separator. I bought 10 of them.
Uh huh. Oh, because they want
And,
10.
yep. So, oh, that's new.
Limit of 3.
Yeah. So you have to go through and find what they don't have a limit of 3 on.
Okay.
But what you do is on the receipt that they send you, it says invoice and it says receipt, both. You literally just put your thumb over where it says receipt when you take the picture
Okay.
and send it into Amazon.
Okay.
I told you, Matt, it's all about the tricks.
Oh yeah, man. I'm all about it.
So I don't Photoshop anything. I would never recommend that, especially after losing an account.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't see how Amazon could deactivate your account for just holding a invoice a certain way.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
bad.
Yep. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize that there was a word receipt there. I can pull that up so I can show you how I did it.
Okay.
I may not have it on there. Okay. I don't see it. Just where it says receipt, put your thumb over it when you hold it. It's pretty
Oh.
cut and dry, really.
All right.
Let me see if I got a receipt here or not. Yeah, it's not coming up. So, yeah, I would just do it that way. I mean, it's pretty easy.
Okay.
I did mine through Entertainment Earth.
Yeah.
So
I heard EE quit doing Lego.
Oh,
Like you
really?
couldn't buy it for Amazon.
there was one. They don't have many items they sell for Lego on there. It was like one little carrying case for Lego, and I did it probably 3 months ago. So it could
Okay.
be that they quit doing it recently.
I don't know. I had heard that they quit allowing Lego stuff to be sold on Amazon. Now whether or not that's true, I don't know. But what about Starbucks or Lipton?
Nope.
I'm gated. Yeah.
Okay. So Coffee Wholesale USA,
Okay.
they work really, really well. It's super easy. You're going to lose a little bit of money when you sell it. But if you can't sell Folgers, Starbucks, I did through them. Funny thing is Starbucks worked for the brand, which is actually really tough to get ungated, but it didn't work for grocery. So I don't know if I just got lucky but it worked.
All right.
And I think they still have Starbucks. I know they have Lipton too. Okay, they quit selling Starbucks.
All right.
Looks like. Let me go into K-Cups. Because I did it with K-Cups. Any of these brands though, Coffee Wholesale USA, it's pretty dang easy.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to have Starbucks.
Mhm.
Q-Rig.
They bring stuff in and out quite often. Like you can see this Lipton right here sold out.
Yeah.
Lipton you can make some pretty decent money on. So but the biggest problem for me is, I mean, you lose money on these, and it's not cheap, but
Get ungated or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So Lipton, I mean, I do run into Lipton sometimes, but Sheffer, either of you know Sheffer?
I heard of it.
Yeah. Bought a
Yeah.
couple things off there.
Okay, all right. So both of you know Sheffer. Frontier Co-op. Do you both know Frontier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Or either you ungated in lighting.
Lighting,
Lighting,
you
no,
know.
I need that.
1000bulbs.com.
It's a retailer.
So I bought BR30 Phillips. Now keep in mind, I bought from probably 15 different places to finally find somewhere that worked for lighting, because I do quite a bit in lighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Will this ungated Phillips brand all around?
so that's the dumb thing. Um, it worked for lighting, but it didn't work for the brand.
Okay.
So Amazon's a pain in the ass when it comes to ungating.
Yeah.
I had all the documents for dietary, and I mean everything. I had everything I needed, and they turned it down probably 15 times, and then I finally auto ungated in it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you might have better luck with Philips than I did, but I did use that exact invoice for ungating lighting,
Okay.
and they also carry some GE stuff too. Good. So make sure you go through and put in the number right here when you're looking at GE, because some GE stuff is gated and some GE stuff is not gated.
All right.
Okay.
So like if I were doing this, I would come copy it, and I actually can't get on Amazon on this account or on this computer, but I would just go to copy and paste that, see what it is, and I mean, you guys know how to see if you're gated in something.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would just copy and paste GE and that number, and it'll pop right up, and then that's the way I would do it. So GE, Phillips, feet, FEIT. I saw a lot of feet. And let me see what other brands they have that I know are gated.
Yeah, I got a cousin that does like wholesale, like returns from like Home Depot and Lowe's,
Yep.
like a whole truckload out of full
Yeah, we
line
talked about
pickup.
that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I've bought a little bit of lighting from Home Depot, but not a lot. I do a lot more at Lowe's and Menards and those places than Home Depot. Home Depot's prices typically aren't that great.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is hard to find too on Amazon, so it seemed like I was going to spend $3,000 and then half of it may not even sell, may not be listed on Amazon, so I was like,
Yep.
pass.
Yep, totally agree with Home Depot and lighting. I mean, it's kind of hit or miss, but I've done a lot of lighting over the last, I would say, 5 years. So 1,000 volts definitely works. That's how I got ungated in lighting.
Cool.
If you guys have this,
All right.
Yep, got it.
okay. Price Master. Do you guys know Price Master?
I don't.
I've just seen that last week. I kind of took a glance at it, but
Yep. So Price Master's got a lot of stuff. Are either you ungated in OTC?
I'm not.
I'm trying right now. I got my stuff in for it, but
Okay. If you get it, congrats, because OTC, the FDA requirements and all that, I submitted 5 different ways and they always kicked it back. But if you can't get ungated in OTC, Price Master is really, really good. They got plenty of health and beauty too.
yeah, I need to get
So-
beauty. I ordered like 40 different hairbrushes the other day, and I thought I was ungated, and I wasn't ungated for beauty,
Yep.
so I have a shitload of hairbrushes now.
You're saying
So
You're saying Price Master is good for ungating, or is good pricing?
ungating.
Oh, okay.
Everything I'm going to show you here is ungating.
Okay.
I don't really do wholesale. Retail arbitrage, and then we've also started a couple of brands of our own
Okay.
that we're working on. I've, I've, I tried to go down the wholesale route about a year ago for probably about 6 months, and yeah, I mean, the most we could find was 20-25%
Yeah.
ROI. And I mean, a lot of times we're finding 300-400% ROI, and it just didn't fit our business model.
Yeah.
Crest, you can get here, and Colgate. I mean, some of these places or some of this stuff is, I mean, you can definitely find out there. So Crest and Colgate are good.
Yeah.
Um, Listerine, I think, might be gated. I think I might have auto ungated Listerine. And then Aquafresh is a gated brand too. I know that,
Okay.
but I don't see Aquafresh on here. But yeah, I mean, there is a ton of stuff here on Price Master that you can go through and get. And then they've also got food, and I mean, it's you're probably not going to make a lot of money on this stuff. You might lose a little bit, but I mean, this is all about, hey, get it ungated, because then you're able to sell more items
Yeah.
as you go through.
Yeah.
Does this one ungate? It had Adidas deodorant back there.
Yes, it does ungate Adidas. I did not use them for Adidas though.
Okay.
I got a buddy that I think he was telling me about this Price Master. He tried to do Adidas through here, and he hadn't got a response back yet.
Yeah. So I did not ungate Adidas here, but I would assume it would work. But they do have Adidas there. So any questions on them?
Nope.
Okay. Then you guys know about wieners?
Nope.
No.
So again, kind of like a gas station type thing. I actually do have a buddy that does make money off these guys. It's not 100%, but he's happy with 30-50% ROI, and he has them do like custom bundles. And he said that they actually will like package it for you and everything, do the FBA labels.
Nice.
So I think they do charge for it, but
You're still profitable.
I mean, yeah, it's
Do they send it straight to Amazon for him?
correct.
Sweet.
He tries to not prep anything at all.
Yeah, I've spent all day prepping shit. It's awful.
Yeah.
Just think, it would have taken you like an extra 2 or 3 hours if you didn't have those racks now.
I know, man. Those things are sweet.
So you got some different industries here.
Okay.
I mean, 5 Hour Energy, I can't remember if that one's gated. Always might be. And then some of these toiletry things, Banana Boat, I think, is ungated. But like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and places like that sometimes have stuff like this. So that's where being able to get a lot of this stuff ungated really helps out a lot.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, this one's, make sure they're on that list. Don't think they are. Nope. And then also I've got 111 different brands that I've auto ungated listed on here for you too.
Okay.
So some of these are already on that ungating document that I gave away for auto ungating, but some of them aren't.
I looked at some of those, and I didn't. Is it you get auto ungated because of the time that you have in your account? Because some of the things I didn't auto ungate.
Correct. So some of them came recently, and some of them, I mean, I just kept track from probably about a month in, or maybe 2 months into my account, and just went through and, I mean, literally put everything down that I auto ungated in. Some of the stuff that I haven't gotten, I'm kind of frustrated with, that I know other people have, that have not been selling as long. But like Excedrin, that's kind of still hot, and you can get that at Wieners, OXO. You can get there. I mean, there's several of them that you can get there. Colgate, Crest, Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few of them. Then planners, I do find planners every now and then that would be profitable. Um, I think there's one of them that had planners too.
Okay.
So are you aware of Haynes B2B, Levi?
I'm not.
Okay. So Matt did a private coaching call with me. I don't know, what was it, 2, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we talked about Haynes B2B. So they have Haynes, Champion, Maiden Form, Valley, Violet, or however you pronounce that.
Okay.
Playtex is not gated, but I think Legs is. And I know Haynes, Champion, and Maiden Form are.
Okay.
And or no, Maiden Form is not. So Haynes, Champion, and Valley are all three gated, and all three of those that you can find at Kohl's. Have you done anything at Kohl's, Levi?
Yeah, I did a few, but I'm gating in Bali, and that's I get that from I think TJ
Yep.
Maxx every now and then, but
Yep.
yeah, I'm still gated, so I
Yep.
haven't. But
So Haynes B2B, you can use to ungate all three of those brands.
okay.
And do not tell them that you're an Amazon seller, because they originally blocked Matt because he said he was with an Amazon seller. Just tell them you're buying it for your business.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's not that they block me. You go through this list of what does your business do, where do you sell, all this, and then it's got a section that says, are you an Amazon seller, yes or no, and then big red letters underneath it says, we're not allowing Amazon sellers, so just hit no. So it's not like
Okay.
Yeah.
you just, you know. So I made my purchase and I got my stuff in for Haynes right now, so.
Make sure you do Valley too if you're doing bras at Kohl's.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go shopping at Kohl's this week. I got a bunch of Kohl's cash built up.
And you hadn't touched Kohl's at all before we talked, right, Matt?
Not really. I
Yeah.
went in there a couple of times, but you're right. It's all about stacking that Kohl's cash, and because they're always coming out with a 25% or 30% discount.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got to with Kohl's.
Yep.
And
Stack,
then-
stack, stack.
Yeah, and plus, I knew about this, but I didn't think about it. Whenever you take an Amazon return into Kohl's, they hand you a 25% off coupon right there.
Yeah.
Every time, so that's a good way to do it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, so let's go ahead and go with the biggie.
Drum roll.
East Bay team sales.
Okay.
So, a lot of figuring out some of this stuff has just been me helping other people, and then they are like, "Hey, thanks for the help. Here's a tip."
Yeah.
And I don't ask for anything in return. And this was actually a tip that I got from somebody that I had helped. And so what you do is you call up East Bay Team Sales, say, "Hey, I'm buying for a team, or a church league team, a little league team, whatever you want to say." And I have ungated Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour with East Bay Team Sales. It has to be the team sales
Okay.
that you use. I used headbands for all three. The way you do it is you go to their regular website. So they got Adidas, and Adidas Originals are not the same. So
Okay.
if you want to be able to do both, you have to purchase both of them.
Okay.
They have Asics, Nike. Under Armour's kind of a pain in the ass because a lot of stuff, I guess I can't say a lot, but enough stuff, you can only sell as used like new with Under Armour.
Okay.
But there is still a lot of Under Armour stuff that you can sell. Kohl's is pretty much all used like new with Under Armour. There's a few things here and there that you'll find, but for the most part, Under Armour is used like new at Kohl's. But Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory,
Marshalls.
Marshalls, all those places.
I
Like,
heard that Marshalls, like they don't have the lids anymore, or they cut it off now, or something like that. Is that
the the
everywhere?
what?
The lids of the boxes, they don't include that anymore.
That's within the last like 2 3 weeks if they are doing it.
I see. Yeah, because my sister was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, that's something new.
How long ago was that?
About 3 weeks ago when she told me about it, when she went into the
Okay.
store and she didn't see any more lids. So I guess we would have to sell those as used like new then, without the box, right?
So you can actually sell shoes on Amazon without
The
the
box.
original box. I choose not to,
Same here.
but you can do it.
Yeah, I saw some videos back then where people were talking about they put in little letters saying that
Yep.
it's to keep things green and save on boxes, so we shipped it without the box and stuff like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely wouldn't do that with any like high-end collector shoes,
Yeah.
for sure. Um, but I know there's a lot of people that do it. I just choose not to do it.
Yeah.
I never thought about this, but is Nike and Jordan a different Ungate?
Yes, they are different.
And the team sports for the team
Yeah,
sales and Jordan?
we'll go back to that.
So in these, and whenever you order it, they're gonna have the right format, like the receipt or the invoice gonna be in the right format, so we send it off.
We'll cover that in a second.
Okay.
So, Adidas Originals are two different brands. Asics, I know a lot of people want to get ungated in,
Okay.
and I mean they got a ton of brands that they cover. Oakley,
Funko.
UGG boots,
Converse, this and this.
yeah, Converse is also gated. They're owned by Nike now.
Is that Funko Toys right there under the F? Is that the
Funko.
is that the little toys or?
I don't think I would do Funko through eBay.
Oh, okay.
I think I'd do Funko through the Chef or Habit.
Sheffer. Okay.
EE does.
Okay, I knew one of them did. So,
Oh, yeah, Levi's?
Entertainment Earth.
Levi's, I've been, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Levi's do not ungate because they individually gate each item.
Oh, okay. That'd be a pain then.
Yep. Yeah, I've got a friend that's ungated in Levi's, and he sells. The only thing he can sell is the Signature series from Walmart. Like, that's it.
Is there any other brands that's like that we gotta watch out for?
Under Armour, just make sure that you're watching the used like new. I mean,
Okay.
I've definitely bought stuff that thought I could sell as new and didn't pay enough attention.
Yeah. Had to
So
happen to
on
me a
the
few times.
Under Armour, whatever you buy when you're in the store looking at it, you just check and see if you're ungated for what you're actually ungated for, used like new or new.
Yeah.
And then if you are selling under used like new, is that like kill your margin or do people still buy it?
I've definitely sold enough of it. Just make sure you have enough margin there.
Yeah.
I bought several pants from Kohl's that were marked down to like $16, and then I had Kohl's cash on top of it, plus 30% off, and I mean just stack, and ended up buying them for like $7 or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And when they're an $85 pair of pants, brand new,
Snoop.
and say everybody else is selling them for 70, I can sell them for 60, but use like new, and then put new with tags in the description. You still sell them.
So you can change descriptions on
Yep.
Amazon?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you sell as news condition, you could add notes and everything into there.
Yeah, condition notes.
Okay. Good to know.
So, every now and then there will be something Nike that is gated, and it's gated under Nike. That's all capital letters, but that might be one or two things out of 100. I don't even know if it's that much.
Okay.
That I scan. I mean, it's pretty rare to find. So pay attention with
Okay.
all three. But this is kind of a really solid
Yeah. That's,
place to be able to get ungated in.
yeah. It's a lot
So,
of brands.
Yeah,
A ton.
So Under Armour.
The Lacoste, that's a pretty, I mean, for button-up shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I just did. It was funny. I think it was this headband right here. I used it, and you can't even sell it on Amazon.
But it's still ungated?
It ungated.
So you just picked a random ASIN whenever.
No, I sent it in on that one, but they won't let you sell it even if you have
Oh, okay.
invoice. So what you could do is spend a little more time to go through and
Double
make
check.
sure that it's a ASIN that is on there and everything when you're doing it.
Yeah.
Adidas Originals, I would probably do socks
Oh man, that'd be nice.
because I know you can get Adidas Original socks, yeah, all over the place.
Yeah.
What sells more, Adidas or Originals? It's just the logo different looking.
Yeah, I don't have Adidas Originals. I probably should, but I've just never done it. It's one of those things I've only got so many hours in the day.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man.
Running 4 companies. It's Amazon's definitely not number one on the list anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's plenty of stuff you can go through here and try to find something that you can sell. Just make sure that there is an active ASIN on Amazon. I mean, when I bought stuff, I didn't even care if I could sell it. I mean, I ungated Adidas, Under Armour, and Nike, all 3 for I think about $180.
Hmm.
So, so yeah, you call this phone number right here. That's on the East Bay team cells. Like I said, just tell them, hey, I'm buying for a cycling team or youth football team, whatever you want to tell them. And right now you can say basketball. Basketball's coming up.
Okay.
And get headbands from all 3 brands. Reebok, I know is pretty good, but I'm actually not ungated in Reebok. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So,
And what do they ask you back? Like, they're gonna want to know if you're. Do they want to know like if you're a business or anything like that, or you could buy for like a personal company or?
yeah, I just bought them as a person,
Oh, okay.
is what I did.
Did you make the order all at one time, talking to the guy, say I want a Nike, I want a Under, you want everything all in one
Yep.
call?
Yep, I made it sound funky though, like I did 11 of one thing, 13 of another, and 14 of one to make it sound like I was actually buying for a team
Yeah.
instead of just 10, 10, and 10. I don't know if that'd be the smartest thing. I mean, I was definitely willing to spend an extra $40 to make it sound like I was actually buying for teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do the call in, you don't have to register with them for an account or anything like that.
They took all my information on the phone,
Okay.
and we did everything then.
Okay, gotcha.
But you do have to call in, and they asked a bunch of questions, and I basically just told them, yeah, I talked to the coach for the team, and they gave me your information to call to get the stuff going, and I basically just told them I own a company and I'm sponsoring their team.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yep. So, and the bad part is when I originally lost my account before, I actually had a real Nike invoice that I submitted. Makes no sense, which we'll cover that company too.
Okay.
So, any questions on this?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've got other DVD places on here that you can try video games. I haven't ordered from these places, so not really sure.
Okay.
Buy Bulk America. You heard of them?
Yeah.
cheapest place, it's about Ungating.
That's right.
Remember that. So you're gonna lose some money on it. I did hair care through them, and it was Wall.
Okay.
Yeah. So right there's your UPC. Go to Amazon, see if it's on there. Ooh, excuse me. Right there, $30.
Okay.
So 13.38. Problem they have is there's only 5 available right now, so you have to wait till there's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can get there. There's another one that would probably qualify under hair care.
Okay. Conair.
There's a real cheap looking straightening iron back there, like $6.
Yep. So just keep in mind, you're probably going to lose money. It's about getting ungated.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Buy Bulk America, and they have all kinds of soaps and a ton of stuff there.
All right.
So this only took me 10 years to get all these together. So these guys, you'd you'd have to do some finagling to get in with. I own a screen printing company, so it was super easy.
Okay.
They're my main distributor, but they have not that way. They have Nike here. This is where I had the actual invoice from.
Okay.
You would probably have to put up some type of screen printing or embroidery website, which you could do for next to nothing. I mean, it can look like absolute garbage. They just want to see that you own a domain that has to do with screen printing
Okay.
or embroidery, direct-to-garment, anything like that. I mean, you should be able to put something up like that for $20-30, I would think.
Yeah.
And they also have Hanes there too.
Eddie Bauer.
Yep.
Carhartt.
So, I think one of you two said that I seem to have a lot of clothing stuff to ungate, and this is how. It's because I own a screen printing company. So most Amazon sellers are not going to know of these places.
Yeah.
New Era, North Face. North Face I would stay away from.
Yeah, the Chinese jackets. There's tons of them.
Yeah, they are IP hunters.
Okay.
Eddie Bauer I've never tried. Carhartt I've heard is really good, but I just don't do enough of those kinds of stores. So Gildan I think might be blocked on Amazon. So, any questions on that one?
Nuh-uh.
As far as, I mean, getting in with them, do you think just having a website up, or did you have to, like, you know, what other proof did you have to show that you had a screen print?
Business license. I mean, I've got a pretty nice website. This is it. So,
Okay.
but we definitely didn't have this website when I originally got ungated with them.
Yeah.
So, if you just have something up, I don't think you're gonna have a problem, because a lot of screen printers are very archaic,
Yeah.
and they're going to know that for sure.
Okay. But as far as like a retail storefront or address or
There's a ton of screen printers that operate out of their garage that they'll work with.
well, okay.
I mean, I've got a place, but I don't see that being a requirement. There's garage screen printers everywhere.
Okay. And that's Sanmar, Sanmar.
Yep.
Okay.
These guys I am not open with. I just don't use them. But they're screen printing based. And here you got Puma, Oakley. I know there's a couple other. Calvin Klein.
Fruit of the Loom.
Yep. Fruit of the Loom you maybe are already able to sell. Let me check my phone here.
No, I had never checked Fruit of the Loom, to be honest. I just thought it was like equivalent to like a Hanes. I just figured
Yeah.
it would be. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm checking it right now. Because I'm still getting it in Hanes. And the funny thing is I buy thousands and thousands and thousands of t-shirts. Yeah, Fruit of the Loom does require approval. So let me see if it auto ungates. Nope. So Fruit of the Loom is another one that you could get.
And
And
you think this
go-
client got to prove that you're on a screen printing shop?
I would just straight up say, if they question the name, I don't know what your company names are, but if they question the name, just be like, yeah, that's the parent corporation. We didn't always screen print, or embroider or whatever. I mean, they definitely they'll send you over a form to fill out probably, and just require that you have an EIN, and that's it. Hanes, I'm still blocked on. I was just checking them. But they've also got Adidas here at S&S. And there's something else they had here too. Dickies, I think is gated.
Okay.
And then they have Columbia, Champion, Calvin Klein, Flex Fit. All these places are going to have Flex Fit of some type. Izod, I did auto ungate eventually.
Well, I did last week.
Okay. Yep. So Lee, you'll already be ungated.
Purchased at Kohl's the other day. I got a bunch, about 30 pair of Lee jeans for $6.
Yep. Yep, that's something you'll see often enough. Puma, Oakley. And I think that's probably, Tommy, that's the other one. I knew there was one more. Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
So, any questions on this one?
No.
Okay.
Are you gonna get in watches?
Let me see. Yes, I am.
Yeah, there's you do some good sales on watches at Walmart, like the G-Shocks and stuff, and I guess I'm gated still in watches.
Oh wait, no, I am gated in watches. The other one was in sports. So let me see what it does. I'm gonna try to ungate it. Another one is TSC. Citizen, I am blocked on, so it didn't even get me to watches. These guys I'm not open with, but I know if you go with the screen printing route, they'll open you.
Okay.
100% sure that I would have no problem getting open with them.
Okay.
They got Dickies, Gildan, Flex Fit, Fruit of the Loom. doesn't look like there's a ton of stuff there. Van Housen you'll already be able to sell. So maybe that's why I didn't have them on the list.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I got one pulled up that's going to watches. That took me right to my cores. Awesome small ice watch. Let's try that. Okay. This is telling me if watches is going to happen. Watches is blocked for me.
Okay.
So Lipton, I know for sure you can get with coffee wholesale.
Okay.
So one that I don't have on there, but I think it would work, is Webstrong. My wife buys a lot of stuff from them, so I know what their invoice looks like, and I really think these guys would work. And they have like some what's the name of that brand? I think I got it on here. Smuckers they would definitely have. Planters they would have.
Yeah.
Pillsbury they would have. They would probably have Lipton. They would have McCormick. So I would try one and see if it works, but I would think it would.
Okay.
Just because I know what their invoice looks like from seeing my wife's. So Webstrong, I'll add that one on there. Is was there anything other than I know Levi, you asked about like Sony and Bose.
Yeah.
Uh, I personally would stay away from that. I wouldn't touch it,
Okay.
so I haven't looked at it even. But I used to be able to sell Sony with my old account, and Amazon went in and blocked it. And let me see if they even Bose. I bet they don't even accept applications.
Okay.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't.
Got Apple. I know they don't accept applications.
Okay.
Okay, so Bose has audio visual blocked also. And my selling application for the subcategory was just approved. So that auto-ungated.
Okay.
Canon and Brother, I definitely would like to get into those.
Canon will send you IP complaints.
Really?
I used to do quite a bit of Canon. And probably about 2 years ago, they kind of cracked down, year and a half. Okay, so Bose does let you. Okay, so Bose also blocks individual ASINs, so you can get approved to sell Bose, but the ASIN electronics category and collectibles can. Okay, so basically just the ASIN's blocked
Okay.
for the Companion 2 series.
So are you checking on the seller app right now, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm pulling up. Yeah, it looks like. So it looks like Bose you can probably sell used once you get approved, but everything I'm pulling up is blocked as new.
Okay.
Anything that's of any rank whatsoever.
Yeah.
So personally, I wouldn't think it would be worth it. Yeah, every ASIN is blocked as new.
Okay.
So Sony, I would think is probably the same way. Sony's been that way for years and years and years and years.
So
And
you're
I started selling in 2011. I don't think I've ever been able to sell Sony
yeah.
or Bose, either one.
So you're looking
Well,
at it separately, like brands as one condition that you gotta qualify for, and then the conditions, product conditions, is another condition you gotta qualify for. Is that how you're looking at it? Because you're saying
So, no,
s- so
yeah.
so
It depends on the brand. So, Under Armour, for instance, you can sell it, but you may not be able to sell it as new.
oh,
Everything Sony and Bose looks like it's blocked as new.
so if we get ungated, that doesn't guarantee that we can start selling as new, pretty
Well,
much
it straight tells you here. Um,
beforehand.
Let me do this. I'll send it to myself and then pull it up on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of categories where I see that, like, I'm not gated, but I can't sell as new. So
Yep.
getting ungated wouldn't open up the new for me in a way.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so right, you can see this, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you need approval to sell Sony branded in new, used, refurbished condition. Then right here, other, right here is your ASIN and new condition. However, we are not accepting applications to sell that ASIN in new condition.
Mm.
So you can sell it as used, but you can't sell it as new.
Okay.
HP is this way. So even if you did get ungated in HP, you're not gonna be able to sell it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well, like Samsung.
So
I'd be shocked if it's not that way.
so it's pretty much getting ungating the brand, but then you're not ungating yourself to be able to sell in new condition.
Correct.
In a way
So,
of saying it.
yes.
Okay.
So I could sell HP with my old account, but there was so much stuff I couldn't sell that it didn't really. It was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll let you sell the brand, but you can't sell anything new. So I'm pulling up Samsung now. Basically, to sell some of these brands, you have to be selling probably 10 million a year.
Jeez.
Samsung does not block that way,
Okay.
so maybe Samsung is something that you want to look at.
Could you send a picture of that one? See what Samsung says.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Do you have electronics distributor like one of these that you have here? And do Samsung?
I don't think so. I've never been interested in it personally. Okay, so you can see right here, it doesn't show the ASIN being blocked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just says categories. Gotcha.
They're basically just saying they're not accepting applications to sell Samsung in refurbished and collectible items.
And then
Condition.
on top it says the conditions you can sell it in if you get approved.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have any electronic sources like talking about Canon's a problem, but Brother is that? Do you have any way of getting into?
I haven't looked at Brother yet, and I used to do a ton of Brother stuff.
I see those sewing machines all the time, and I got some friends that sell those sewing machines like crazy, but I'm locked in, I'm gated in there.
Let me see if it'll auto ungate. I haven't looked at Brother for a long, long time. I used to sell a ton of it with my old account. Yeah, no. I'll look into that. No promise, but I'll look to see if I can find anything. I would think a sewing distributor would be easier to find than electronics.
Yeah.
That's probably the area I would look at, like try to find some bobbin or something
Yeah.
that is made by a brother. Let me see if I can. Um, there you go.
All brands.
So what I would do is I would buy one, and yeah, they don't have any brother stuff on Amazon for that, but um, so yeah, this is a sewing deal is exactly what it is. I'm trying to search low to high.
Yeah, we have one of these stores near us where we're at. All brands.
Is that a distributor that would Ungate, or it said
I,
retail locations? Is that a retailer or a wholesale?
I have no idea.
I think they're retailers.
Yeah, but just because it's retail doesn't mean that they won't give you an invoice
Yeah.
when you buy online. So that's why I said I would buy one just to see what the invoice looks like,
Yeah.
to know. Um, or you could try Brother Sewing Wholesale. The other thing you can do, so I guarantee you they're going to be easier sewing wise, or sewing supply warehouse. Let's try this. Luckily, I do have some knowledge here from owning a embroidery machine.
Yeah.
Genuine paper. It took you to Brother USA. So the other way may be to reach out to Brother, say I'm starting a embroidery business and need to find some place to be able to get um, sewing or embroidery supplies. Do you have anybody that you recommend for wholesale?
Okay.
And they'll give you somebody. So anytime that you're looking for electronics, I would recommend to try to find a different niche that brand is in, because they're going to be sticklers on the electronic side, I would bet.
I see.
But I know they're not on the sewing side, I wouldn't think, because it's I mean, you have so many little sewing places all over the place,
Yeah.
but you don't have a ton of little electronics places all over the place.
Right.
So a lot of times when I find these places, I think outside of the box on how I go about it, and maybe owning other businesses helps me do that. Kind of like this one, I was like, okay, I know Brother does embroidery stuff, so that's where I looked
Okay.
initially.
Gotcha.
So, let's see. So EE is right here, Levi. Have you bought from them?
I haven't, but a lot of people use that, I hear.
Yep. Yep. Relatively easy to get open with. They try to scare you and tell you got to buy $5,000 a year or something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody that makes money off of them, but I know a lot of people that use them for ungating.
Yeah.
And they do have Funko.
Okay.
I know a lot of people use them for Funko.
I've been waiting to get ungated on Funko for like 3 months.
Have you?
Shitload of Funko dolls. I hadn't got them in yet, but they haven't ungated me for it yet. So I don't know. Funko's been a hold up. Nintendo's been a hold up. A couple others I'm waiting on too.
So, Funko, if you do get ungated in time, I would probably merchant fulfill those at this point, personally.
This was good.
Yeah.
So I did a mad rush today trying to get a ton of toys out because I had my garage full of junk that I hadn't had time to put together in a shipment. So I was up at 8 o'clock this morning till just before the call trying to get all this stuff out.
Yep. Totally get it, man. I was printing boxes until 6:25,
Yeah.
and that was after trying to get through the catching up from last week. So Sewing Supply Warehouse says they have brother. Search brother. I would bet this would probably say receipt too. $2.99. I mean, you got some different stuff here that you can try.
Mm-hmm. So you just suggest buy one to see what it looks like?
Yep.
And you don't want it to say receipt, it has to say invoice. What's the significance in that? I don't get it.
Amazon's a bunch of jackasses.
Yeah. It's going to make you jump through the hoop.
Yeah. Yep, that's my opinion anyway. I mean, I'll be 100% honest. I've never dealt with a company that helps people less than Amazon Seller Support. It's crazy.
Hey man, you remember me telling you about that trampoline that I returned? The woman, I mean, she was a total bitch the whole time, but in the communication log between me and her, it clearly says that she is buyer's remorse. She could find it for a better price somewhere else. I returned it. She opened an A to Z claim and claimed that it was damaged, and so I got a hit on my seller defect rate. So it might screw me up for selling toys for Christmas, and so I guess I gotta get on the phone with them and dispute it. I like clearly looked at the communication between me and her. It's obviously not effective. I've got it sitting here in my house. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So it's bullshit.
I sold a computer in 2015, and a customer in the email through Amazon system said that their son dropped it and damaged it. She ended up opening an A to Z claim on me. Amazon said that maybe it wasn't truthful that her son dropped it.
Wow.
and gave them their money back. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally right there, and they flat out said, oh, well, maybe she got bad information from her son originally. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Speculating on just to stick it to you.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah, there shouldn't be any speculation whenever they clearly said it dropped it.
Yep.
It's nonsense.
yep. So, but yeah, EE Distribution, make sure you use their distribution side, Levi, because they have a retail side too.
Okay.
And they're going to try to give you this spiel that you can make money using us. You just have to buy first or buy last. You have to be willing to sit on it. Blah blah blah. They're for ungating.
Okay.
They will send in for you also, or they used to.
Yeah, I think they still will.
Do they? Okay.
I haven't done it, but I've heard a few guys do it.
Yeah. And I'm sure there are people that make a little bit of money off of them, but I mean, I'm not willing to try to make 10% ROI on something I'm probably gonna lose money on.
I
Yeah,
want.
I put a little pre-order gamble in on the new Masters of the Universe He-Man stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
I wonder that'd be a good way to like use that as a workaround rather than having them ship the items directly to my place because I don't have a address where I have access to. Better would
Yeah,
be.
it's like $1 per
Yeah.
item per. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's something per unit cost for them to do
Yeah.
that.
You're still gonna have to have an address
Oh,
for them to ship to. Um, so on with EE that might actually work, Levi.
Okay.
Knowing your situation,
yeah.
because they could put that as your ship to, and your business address, and then send it in.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't have. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about getting it back or anything. I just want to get ungated. So
Yep.
if that works,
I
I might try that.
I get it.
And also, this is probably not very ethical, but you can order back ordered stuff and get ungated for it, and then cancel it later before you have to pay for it. Just so you know.
Okay.
I haven't done it. I know guys that have, and I don't
Yeah,
want to
I do.
get
I do too.
Yeah, so
I try to be ethical.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, but Ben Goodner called me out in the group saying I'm unethical, don't like come through on my promises.
What?
I'm a scam artist. Oh yeah, I'm like, come on, man.
I haven't saw him in a while. I haven't been in the group chat. I mean the group on Facebook for a while. I just been popping
Yeah.
in here and there. So I missed it. I never saw it.
Well,
What caused them to just lash out like that?
So, a couple things. He told a guy, what's his name? He told a guy to, what did he tell him? Oh, to adjust Amazon's, so if you're sending in 2 of something to Amazon,
Uh-huh.
he said to put 12 so that you know the 2 will get sent to one warehouse and then adjust it back. Like it was all this adjusting stuff to try to get everything to one warehouse.
Yeah.
And I put on there, I said, number one, I would never recommend to try to mess with Amazon's system. Eventually they're going to catch on. It might work right now,
Uh-huh.
but ultimately, and I did say this, I said, ultimately, you're dumpster diving to save money at that point is what you're doing. And Matt, we haven't talked about this yet, but there's some programs that as you get rolling that you can use that make box content and all that much faster. And he said that he could pack and ship faster than me. And I straight up said, bullshit. There's no way that you're going to do that faster than the process that we use. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell, because we use a scanner, and I mean literally, bam, in the box, bam, in the box, bam, in the box, bam, in the box. There's no way possible. And it was Brett Tomley or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so this Brett guy is messaging me direct, and he's like, "What is he even talking about?" And I said, "It might work, but number one, eventually Amazon's going to catch on that people are doing this,
Yeah.
and then they're going to go back and see that so many people have manipulated Amazon's system to be able to send everything to one warehouse, and they're going to deactivate accounts. I've been doing this for 10 years, and every time these workarounds come out, people get their accounts deactivated.
Yeah.
Every single time. And he didn't like that I said that. And the other thing he doesn't like is in the group I have a rule where you can't put follow or F or the period.
Oh yeah.
It literally all you have to do is hit the 3 freaking dots and click follow this post, and then you don't spam everybody. And he
Right.
hates it. And I was like, dude, then leave the group. That's the rule. And he did it like 3 or 4 times, and I kept deleting it. And I said, dude, one more time, you're gone. You've been told multiple times. He goes, yeah, but then I have to hit the 3 buttons instead of just put F. And I said, yeah, so you go and spam everybody instead of just going and doing the right thing,
Yeah.
which is the group rule. If you don't like it, leave. And then he was calling me a scam artist and everything. I was like, dude, you're gone. And it was kind of funny. He sent me like all kinds of stuff. I mean, mother effing me and everything. And I'm just like, whatever, man. I was like, we're good.
Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just told him, I'm like, hey, man, it's. I mean, I've been doing videos for a year now, and been building the group for a year now. It's. I mean, Matt, you paid me for private coaching. what,
Yeah.
what I spend maybe 2 hours with you, or hour and a half, whatever it was,
Yeah.
when you paid for an hour. It's
Lots of
bad
good
new stuff.
Yeah, man. For sure. I'm not.
Over deliver.
Yeah, no buyer's remorse here, man. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, I seen him around in other Facebook groups, chit chatting here and
Yeah.
there. Yeah, giving advice to people and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, he gave some decent advice sometimes. So, um, I mean, there was a few times he kind of came out, and I could care less about that. I can handle it. And I always left him in there because he did give some decent advice
Yeah.
From here to there. And I mean, after you're calling me a scam artist and all that in the group, I'm like, all right, yeah,
Yeah,
this ain't gonna work.
He
for
took
me.
it to another level there.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, it's one of those things that he didn't like that I was charging for the ungating class. And I mean, like I told you when we originally talked, Matt, I was like, I mean, if one person does it, cool. If two people do it, cool.
Yeah.
If you do it, cool. Whatever. It's
Some people just don't understand.
I'm just trying to get there as fast as possible, so I don't mind it.
Exactly. And they
Yeah,
don't
and-
they don't understand that. They
well,
still,
and both you guys understand. You're not paying me for the 2.5 hours, whatever it is that we spend tonight. You're paying me for the 10 years that it took me to acquire this knowledge. And I mean, some of these places I've bought from 10, 15 places to finally find a place that the invoice is right to be able to get ungated. And that's where a lot of money gets spent trying to figure out, hey, how do I make this work and all of that. But I mean, I've got one mastermind that I pay $250 a month to be in.
oh wow.
And yeah, I'm not afraid to spend the money either for coaching.
Yeah.
How many members in that group?
10.
Damn,
It's maxed at 10.
that's cool.
I thought about doing a mastermind for Amazon where there's, I don't know, $100 a month or $200 a month, whatever it is, and capping it at like 10, 15 people, something like that. But I just don't know if there's enough interest for it. But it's tough. You can usually get a small core group of people going, but like I did a bolo group, and there's like 5 or 6 people that are really active in it, and then you have 6 people that never post anything, and then they get upset when you say, hey, you got a poster, I'm gonna boot you. Yeah, I'm paid. Well, you do the deal. You got a post or you get booted.
You gotta add value.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's with Price Master and Wieners. I mean, you guys should be able to knock out a ton of brands with both of those too.
Okay.
And then
What about the Maybelline, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, all those? I see One Tree brands. Is that?
oh yeah. I forgot about One Tree.
Because I got topicals the other day.
Right here. So, this website's kind of a pain because you got to go in and like actually select right here L'Oreal, but then you have to go through and try to find the product on Amazon,
Okay.
and you got to make sure it's the right product. But excuse me, I haven't bought from these guys, but I have heard of other Amazons. Excuse me again, other Amazon sellers buying from them.
Mm. Okay.
So, CoverGirl, L'Oreal, Maybelline, Revlon, Rimmel, and Garnier, however you pronounce that.
I got Burt's Bees last week through Frontier.
Yep.
Cool, that's a good brand.
You do toys through Frontier, pet supplies, pet food.
What about like baby formula and stuff like that? Is that under baby? Have you ever tried that? So I figured that would be like something killer. You know, if you can
Let's
sell baby
see.
formula. Because you know nobody's gonna stop buying that.
Let me see if I'm ungated in it even.
I don't even know what it'd be called. It's baby. I think it might be baby feeding. Or that may be the bottles. I think bottles are like baby feeding or something.
I used to sell some Similac. I know that. That's been a while. Babies only organic. Let's see what this says. Baby food is a gated category.
Wonder if
Yeah. So I would probably use Frontier for that. I would think.
I think I looked up baby formula on Frontier and didn't see any, so maybe it's on what's that other one that's got all those brands, the gas station stuff. Shit.
I'd be surprised if they don't have something baby.
I think I looked at it. I know they got some baby stuff, but some reason I don't think that's on formula. But that may just be you could probably buy
But
like baby.
yeah,
food.
it's so formula is under baby food.
Okay.
Baby and kids. So let's see if this is on Amazon. The only thing you gotta watch out with Frontier is sometimes they abbreviate stuff on their invoice, and that screws you.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
that's good to know.
Yeah, I did the guess the reason why I brought Burt's Bees up is because I got Burt's Bees cough drops and was trying to ungate OTC, and they came back and let me get it. They let me have Burt's Bees, but they haven't given me OTC because of that.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
maybe it was-
OTC, you're gonna have a FDA document to get.
okay, yeah, and I was trying to do the dietary supplements too, and
Yep.
and it showed the same thing. You gotta have an FDA. How do you find the FDA stuff?
Good luck. I mean,
Yeah.
so you can try it. Okay, so they do have this Happy Tot. Let's see if it's- Yep. So that would work for baby food. This right here.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, it's out of stock.
Yeah.
Let me see. Feeding and nursing. I won't forget about the OTC.
Looking at Price Master to see if they had baby stuff. I don't see any about that. That's what I bought. I bought that fuel for fire to try to get ungated for dietary supplements, and it's asking for that FDA stuff. So it's like, and I I emailed them directly trying to be like, I'm
Yep.
open for, and then they were like, but I mentioned selling online, and they were shutting me right down. They're like, we do not allow, we're not allowing online sellers.
Okay. So you gotta be not so honest, Matt.
Right.
So you gotta cut. So the way I got it was I said I had a customer that needed it for their insurance, and that's how I got it.
A
But
customer.
I got turned down like 15 times for that even.
What do you mean a customer? Meaning what are you saying that you are? If you-
I own a business and I sold to a group home, and they need the FDA documents for. I'll come up with any BS that I can, Matt,
okay.
for ungating.
Right on.
It's funny, you get ungated, I'll say anything, but I'm as cut and dry as they are when it comes to
Yeah,
like with my customers.
yeah. It's these crazy hoops you gotta jump through. I don't.
Yeah.
It's just a cat and mouse game. Try to beat 'em.
I would actually bet wieners would be better for baby food. So right there, a vino. I know that's a tough one.
But you know, yeah.
Desitin, I think, is also blocked.
Diapers. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I gotta buy diapers anyway. I got 2 year olds, so.
I got a 15-year-old, and half the time I think I still need to buy him diapers. Right, I'm not seeing anything there. I'll reach out to a few people and see if they have anything for baby food.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still. I don't know if you remember needing that wireless accessories. I'm sitting on
Yeah.
like 100 and something Bluetooth headsets, and I refuse to take back to the store. I'm going to get them.
I have found nothing. Let me ask about that too. I haven't found anything though. I did look.
Yeah, I know you did. It's just it's weird. I've scanned like a ton of things just to find another thing that's gated in that specific wireless category, wireless accessories, and I haven't even found something else that's gated.
When we jump off here, send me that ASIN, and I'll see if I'm gated, because that would mean you're not too far away, and then I'll see if I can reach out to a couple of people and see if they can help me out.
Cool. Awesome.
So baby food, wireless. Let's see. Something that might work. I've tried it and came up short, but I think it's because I ordered online. Is Fastenal. So DeWalt and places like that. So I tried DeWalt, and my invoice was denied because on the ship to, Fastenal put e-commerce Fastenal order blah blah blah. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
So my buddy owns a construction company. He buys a lot of stuff from Fastenal, and he goes into the store and buys it, and they give him an invoice that looked the exact same as what the invoice they sent me. They just wouldn't edit it for me. So if you go into the store, I think Fastenal might work
Okay.
for getting ungated in some of these tool brands.
Yeah, because I've been looking at some of these pallet liquidations with a bunch of Ryobi tools and stuff like that. I think I might be ungated in Ryobi. Well, I know I'm ungated. I sold a fan, Ryobi fan.
Yep.
I don't know if there's a difference in like a drill and a fan, but
Yes. So there's power tools. Let me see if I'm ungated in power tools. I don't know if I am or not.
Atlanta has a Fastenal store.
I guarantee you they do. Okay, so power tools did auto ungate for me. I'm sure DeWalt did not. Yeah. power tools will auto ungate if you don't have power tools already.
Okay.
Yeah, I sold a router not too long ago, so.
Yeah, you may have auto ungated it already.
Oh yeah, there's fastened all over the place here.
Yeah, I knew there would be. Another tip, if you ever have to ship anything via LTL, less than a truckload, take it to your closest Fastenal, and they will ship it to the closest store to where you're going for cheap.
Okay.
I shipped a embroidery machine all the way to California from Illinois for like $90.
Oh, another on that stuff, the LTL, you can sign up for a R&L Carriers account with them, and they give you a huge discount over.
Okay.
Yeah, so sign up for R&L Carriers. They usually do you right. That's where I shipped that trampoline with.
Yeah.
Normally, all other places I looked, it was like $300, and through them it was like 160. So it was almost half off.
Yeah.
So your way may be better, but I know that one is a pretty decent way.
Yep. So when I tried DeWalt, I did discs, I think it was. That wasn't it.
So Fastenal's considered a distributor then, as far as Amazon is concerned?
They give you an invoice. I mean, I guarantee you Eastbay isn't a distributor, but
Right.
the other thing with Eastbay, you have to wait for the invoice in the box.
And, okay.
Yep. Yeah, the other invoice does not work.
Okay.
Sounds like I'm gonna be ordering me some headbands tomorrow.
Yeah, so I got some type of abrasive cutting wheel. They were like $3 each. Might have been one of these.
So they got.
Yeah, those are $9.30. It was like $3 each when I got it.
My dad he does construction, so I'll figure out something we need.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cheap. I know that. I don't remember which one it was, but it was DeWalt. I'm 100% sure on that. So invoices, when I go to do them, look. Okay, this is where I'm talking about Amazon can be a pain in the ass. So Frontier abbreviated Neutral as NTR, and they wouldn't accept it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
See that?
I hadn't thought about that brand too.
Yep. Yep. So that's where it kind of becomes a pain in the ass. I also go through and highlight stuff, and then I will mark the ASIN right on there for them.
Okay.
Highlight everything, your address.
Are you just taking pictures of all your invoices, or you cover?
Never do a PDF. Take a picture.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I ungated a couple things with a PDF from Frontier. I know the grocery, I think I did. But I didn't know not to do it that way, so I'll start doing it. I'll start taking pictures.
So here's my Eastbay invoice. See, I just went through, highlighted everything. That's the Nike one that I used.
Okay.
And this also worked for another group member too.
All
So
right.
I know it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust that you guys aren't going to give out my home address.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
So Yeah, that's. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. I always put the accent on there though, and typically do it in red or orange.
I,
Mhm.
I see you cross out the cost and everything too, so I guess that's
Yep.
okay.
Oh, so I spent $205.75 with shipping and everything.
What's that? Says Under Armour and Nike and Adidas.
Yep.
Mm.
That's what doesn't make any sense to me. They took UA as a Under Armour abbreviation, but they won't take NTR as neutral. So
Yeah, maybe it's
I don't know.
their logo is UA. It's pretty prominent.
Yeah.
Logo.
Well, Adidas is ADI.
Yeah, right.
It might have been the rep.
Yeah, I submitted neutral probably 15 times at least.
Wow.
But yeah, you have to wait for the invoice in the box. Um,
Did they ungate you pretty quick after you sent in this stuff?
Nike I think took 2 weeks. So Under Armour and Adidas I don't remember.
Of all these big brands, what's your favorite to sell, or what's your biggest hitters? Like you go out and find mostly, or you just all over the place?
I'm literally everywhere. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean it's where I can find that given day.
Yeah.
So this is 1,000 volts. You see right there, it clearly says invoice.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to me that they won't take it. Uh, okay, maybe this one doesn't say Phillips. That could be why. Yep, it doesn't say Phillips. So that's why they didn't take it for Phillips. But it did work for ungating lighting.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that'd be nice if they would give you the brand too.
yeah, I agree. So okay, this is the one from the actual box that I used. So I just copied that and then took pictures. Is what I did.
All right.
Mm.
I tried this one, but they wouldn't accept it. That's the one that they sent you online, but they would not take that one.
So you're saying you took a PDF, printed it, and took a picture of it, so that didn't
Well,
work?
this is the one that they send you when you order online. Like they'll send this to you in an email, but it did not work. I submitted it like 4 times, and they said no all 4 times almost immediately.
Okay.
What was their explanation? That sometimes it's being
They never give you any explanation worth of crap, in my opinion. So if they decline me, I just resubmit. That's always been my strategy. Um, thought I had a few more invoices that I could show you. I can definitely show you a SAMR invoice so that you can see what they look like.
Okay.
Completely up to you if you want to try it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about throwing up a website. I already got a name of something I was planning on kind of doing, like a little website anyway, just for these kind of purposes. So I'm
Yeah. Okay, they've got a better invoice than this. You might have to request that one. Let me see. just got a bunch of them that popped up. Here's the wall invoice from Buy Bulk America. And the funny thing is, it actually lets you go in, like Buy Bulk America knows that people only use them for ungating. They actually let you go in and adjust your quantity that you bought.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that was funny. Do not use Garden State movies for DVD. They don't work. Amazon basically laughs at you when you submit them.
Okay.
You are gonna give us access to that Excel.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have you both send me your Google email when we jump off here.
All right.
I think this is the one I was looking for. Yep. Nope. That's still not it. Oh, so this is when I was trying to fight Amazon to get my account back. Like, sending them all the email screenshots, everything.
Mhm.
Showing them, yeah, I've got a legit account with them.
And you said you were
Here we go.
Nike IP or something.
Huh?
You said you were booted because of like a Nike IP complaint or something.
No, they said I submitted a fake invoice. So back then, I did not know your sold to and shipped to had to be the same.
Yeah.
The names are different.
Yeah. Yep, and they said I submitted a fake invoice.
Wow.
But this is what SAMR looks like.
Okay.
And I'm still open with them to this day. They're my #1 supplier.
That's cool.
So didn't make a lot of sense, but I mean, what do you do?
Yep. How long has your new account been up?
December last year. So 10 months ish. And I didn't sell much the first 2-3 months.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah, I mean, genuinely sucks about it because I had a 8+ year old account and did everything right.
Yeah.
Submitted a real invoice, and it is what it is. You'd be surprised how much information there is out there on ungating in just the last year and a half. I spent a ton of time learning how to ungate, and after I lost the account.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked for everything all over the place, and I haven't found half of this information you just gave me, so
Yeah.
it's been worth it for me. So
It's been a long haul, that's for sure. But you got to make sure your invoices, your shipping address matches. Otherwise, they'll just send back that they can't verify the invoice. That's all they tell you. They don't tell you anything else.
All right.
Excuse me. Write your write your ASIN in red. So this one I did just submit because it was so clean cut. I mean, they're basically a company that you buy from to ungate. I mean, they make it super, super easy. But typically I don't submit a PDF.
All right.
So any questions that you guys have, or
Not really.
I've
Well,
basically covered all the places I'll look for baby food and wireless, and brother, I would definitely suggest looking at sewing.
Yeah, I've taken pretty good notes, I think. got plenty of work cut out for me. So, I mean, I found it pretty valuable, to be honest. And I'm gonna get on those Under Armours and Nikes first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken, this is probably 6 months to a year worth of work here. I mean, it's been a lot of work to get to where we're at. Oh, the one thing I did want to show you, everybody's been talking about Intex. I
Yeah.
think it's,
That one's pretty easy. You just go there and buy
yeah,
it. Bought some kind of light, flooding lights or something.
oh, on Intex's website you did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 79 cents each for the beach balls here on Wieners.
Baby.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that's on Wieners. That's not on
Yep.
direct from Intex. That's cool.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, it's, a lot of it is, you gotta kind of think outside the box. And I think I've told both of you guys that when, even before tonight, you gotta look at, if you're wanting Samsung, for instance, if you could sell anything on there, instead of looking at like printers or electronics, maybe look at like Samsung cell phone cases or,
Washer and dryer parts or something.
yeah, correct, washer and dryer parts, that kind of stuff, because that's how you're going to get Ungated in the brand
Okay.
faster, and that's where people don't think of it.
I just now thought of this. I just
Okay.
thought, yeah, so we do that.
Yeah, I've done parts before.
Cause I do have a Samsung washer and dryer, so.
Yep. You gotta buy 10 of it, so I mean, I would attempt to find something that is,
Right.
yeah, that you can at least come close to breaking even on.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of this stuff you probably won't lose a little bit of money on to get ungated. But the way I personally look at ungating is, like the headbands, I literally have still sitting in a box. They might be just, yeah. So they're still,
So,
I mean, literally have them all still.
so you don't have to send it in before you make the request?
Nope.
Okay. So pretty much just get the invoice and then submit it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You're just paying to level up. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, yeah. A lot of work to do. I'm pretty.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a while. And I mean, keep in mind, I've known about a lot of this stuff for a while now, and I haven't bought anything Price Master yet. I know it works. I know Wieners works. I haven't done anything with Hanes yet. Lions Entertainment. I mean, I just don't have enough hours in the day to get to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. No doubt, man. Got kids and wife and yeah.
Yep, yep, same here. 15 and 12-year-old and wife and all that good stuff. So, plays in every single sport that you can think of. Plus, he's a socialite, or thinks he is.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a Hilton or something.
Yeah.
And
Daddy footing that bill.
oh, he works his tail off.
Oh, good.
I'll give him that. He's a pretty good worker. Him and my daughter have been doing stickers for probably 6 or 7 years now, I would say.
Oh, wow.
And the boy, I mean, he's a pretty good worker, but the girl, not so much. She works at about a quarter of the speed. But
It's better
yeah,
than
I
nothing.
mean, what Levi?
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's the attempt, I would say. But her pay also reflects that.
Yeah.
Seems like you're setting a good example, so.
Try to attempt to anyway. But Um, so yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. They're on Facebook. I think you both know already. I'm fairly responsive. Sometimes takes me a day or two, but I try to be fairly responsive and answer questions
All
as
right.
quick as I can. I can't really think of anything else. I'll check on baby food and wireless. Matt sent me over that ASIN
Right on. Okay. Sure.
for whatever that is, and then both of you send me your Gmail
All right.
email address so I can add you to this document.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get with you too on that virtual assistant stuff in the next week or so.
Okay. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it
I
it
got
takes a long time to set it up though.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, man, there's not enough hours to do everything myself. Get some of my time freed up to expand and do other things would be great. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like four of
Yeah.
them working for me right now, and it's
Do you?
yeah, and it's like I still can't get everything done in time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I at one time had 3 VAs when I had my account before, and I mean, problem for me, I've got 4 businesses, and our screen printing business is really starting to take off. And when you have automatic equipment and you're making $4 or $5 a shirt, and you can print 160 shirts an hour,
That's awesome.
that's
crank them out, man.
it's a little hard to walk from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's taken a long time just to get to where we are in that business though too. But I still definitely believe Amazon's a viable business. Retail arbitrage isn't dead. Um, I think they're making it more and more difficult by the day, but
Yeah.
at the same time, the more you get ungated in, the better off you're going to be, is what it comes down to.
Yeah. Cool, man.
All right. Thanks for your time. It was good.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for jumping in on the class here. I hope it was good for you both. I think I probably saved you at least 2 or 3 months of research.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. It
At
was,
least.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate it.
yeah.
We'll be in touch.
Yep.
Hit you up on that other thing and let you get back to doing your printing.
Yeah, yeah. We're done with that for the night. So.
Yeah, we got show off to do. So.
Oh no, tucking the kids, and then my VA sent me I think about 35 messages
Wow.
in the time I've been on, so I don't know what's going on.
If there's a little crisis.
And I'm a Cowboys fan on top of it, so they're losing 21-3 right now.
Yeah, I was watching it.
That's a benefit of having 2 screens. I've had the Cowboys game on the whole time.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm actually
I'm a
watching it on
Braves
my
fan,
phone right
so-
now.
So you're a little bitter right now. So I'm a diehard Cubs fan.
Yeah.
So number one, you got to borrow our Hall of Famer for a little bit down there, Greg Maddox.
Yeah, right.
He's a Cub. I'd like to point that out. he did win his first Cy Young as a Cub.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a stadium I need to get to. I'm trying to get to all 30 ballparks. I think I'm at 12 right now.
I'm sure that one's super nice.
Yeah.
If you ever make it down, get in touch with me. I'll come out there and have a beer with you.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get down there eventually. The Braves are on my list. I've been to both ballparks in Florida, but you guys won what, 95, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I went my whole life without seeing it. So, 2016 was pretty special as a Cubs fan, lifelong Cubs fan.
Yeah.
But and it's my uncle is a Dodgers fan, so he's kind of running his mouth a little bit right now.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, you guys are real good at getting to the playoffs, but winning it all, not so much.
Yeah, I'm a Rays fan now.
Yeah. Oh, I told him, I said, you just moved to Florida, so you got to root for the team from your home state.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just the way it goes. And he told me that he's been a Dodgers fan for 70 years, and that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
I
but,
respect that. That's
yeah.
all.
Yep, but
Cool. All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but
Yeah. All right.
appreciate it. I'll
hey,
hit you up if you have any questions.
Yes.
yeah, just let me
Same
know.
here.
And like I said, I mean, it's going to take you a while to get through all of this. I know I threw a lot at you guys, and that's why I wanted to do the Google Doc there for you. And I would go through and check on on these over here to see. I can't remember if they're all in order or not, but I just keep adding to it as stuff gets auto ungated.
Oh,
So,
okay.
all right, well, yeah, good talking with you guys, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay.
All right.
All right. Later, man.
Night.
All right, have a good one.